What's going on, guys? So this video is going to be, we're going to discuss the least popular topic on all of Amazon for myself and most other sellers. It's the topic of sales tax, and it's not a fun one, but it's something that you need to do, and if you want to have longevity, stay compliant, and not have to worry about, the IRS coming after you sometime down the road. So uh, I am on the tax settings page inside of an Amazon seller account, and it's easily accessible. You just go to settings and tax settings, and you'll land on this page. And this is the page. This is what your page will look like, because in this account we have no sales tax set up. We have no states. See, we on this button right here, add states. We do not have any states added right now. You will once you get some, once you get states. But anyway, do you have to collect sales tax yourself? The answer is yes. Amazon is slowly rolling out policies where they are actually collecting and remitting sales tax for you. I know there's all sorts of discussion lately in the news. There was recently a court case that was settled. I forgot the name of the case, but there's been a lot of noise surrounding the sales tax topic in e-commerce, and more in particular Amazon. And basically what it means for you is it's nothing different. I mean, you still want to do it yourself. So you want to add as many states as possible and start collecting. So basically you collect money up front from your customer. So let's say you're selling a product for $20. Most likely if you are collecting sales tax, for example, in Florida, and a customer in Florida buys your product, chances are they're going to pay $20, which is your sale price, plus an additional like $1 or $2 in tax. So you get the money up front, and then what you have to do, either at the end of a month, a quarter, or a year, depending on the settings that you have with the actual state, you will have to then remit that sales tax. So you collect it up front, and then you basically just give it back to the state. Now, it's a complete pain in the butt, yes, I completely understand. But it's something you have to do, and luckily there are softwares that can automate this whole process for us that I will be showing you in a minute. But how do you know which states to actually apply for sales tax permits for? Well, the answer is there is a term called nexus, okay? You have to determine where your goods have nexus. And what do I mean by that? You have what's called a nexus in anywhere where your goods have been stored or warehoused. So that is what makes it such a pain for us Amazon FBA sellers, because once we send an inventory to Amazon FBA, they can pretty much do what they want with that inventory. They end up dispersing it to several different warehouses in several different states, because it's all based on their proprietary algorithm that determines, they basically just space out your goods in the most efficient manner possible in their eyes in order to reach customers the fastest when they order it. So in theory, it's a good idea, but it makes things a complete pain in the ass for us. So there's an Amazon FBA warehouse in a lot more states now than there have been in the past. I don't know the exact number, but I would say that there is probably Amazon FBA warehouses in over 30 states now, and which means that you potentially might have to get sales tax permits, sales and use tax permits in 30 plus states. How do you get the permits? Well, you're going to have to do it yourself manually by going to the government state websites and filing for a sales and use tax permit. Is it a pain in the butt? Yes, it is. Could you hire somebody to do it? Yeah, I believe there are services out there that can do it for you for a fee, obviously. And in this video, we're not going to cover exactly how to do that. That's up to you. I just want to make you aware of the situation and sort of what's going on around the sales tax situation. But what I am going to show you is, you see these settings here: state, county, city, district, gift wrap, shipping and handling. So this is where your settings would go, right? Let's say you have a Florida sales and use tax permit. You're going to have Florida right here. You're going to have your actual number that the state issues you right here. And how in the heck are you going to know what to tax somebody based on what county? Because each county in every state has a different tax. Guys, it's a complete and utter mess. But Luckily, this company called Taxify came out with this PDF. I'll leave a link to the PDF in my resources list because it's useful. And they have every state from Alabama all the way down to Wyoming, all 50 states, and they have exactly what you should be checking off and what you should be leaving blank. This is a huge help to us Amazon sellers because otherwise, how the heck would you know which settings to check off for which state? Maybe you're a tax expert, and that would be amazing if you are, but chances are you're not. So just refer to this chart. Honestly, I'm not a financial advisor. Obviously, you have to do your own diligence on this topic. Don't take my word for it 100% if you have doubts. But refer to this PDF. It's extremely helpful. It'll show you exactly which settings to check off. Now, as far as the software that can collect the sales tax and automatically remit it back to the states for you, this is the software that you want. Okay, this is called TaxJar. TaxJar, I believe, is about $19 per month, and then you can actually hook up what is called AutoFile. So AutoFile, you can hook up any state that you have a permit in that you collect sales tax with inside of Amazon is hooked up with TaxJar. TaxJar knows exactly how much money you're bringing in for each state. They know exactly how much to remit. They based on all the counties, they know absolutely everything that you would need to know, and best of all, they can actually auto-file for you because they're going to be connected with the actual states. So this is the more expensive but totally automated and worth it route that you want to go. Trust me. There's a lot of softwares out there that are a waste of money and a waste of time that you don't need, but this is one that you honestly can't live without if you're doing any sort of volume or have any sort of aspiration of being in this Amazon FBA business for a long time. You're going to need this tool. And there is a link for it in my resource list if you want to check it out. So again, they can handle everything for you on an automated basis. I do not believe they can file for the sales tax permits for you, but I do believe that they have a lot of great guides and recommendations on how to do so, right? They can pretty much hold your hand along the process, along the journey. Extremely helpful, extremely useful company, and one software that I believe no Amazon seller should live without. So that being said, check out the link in the resource list if you want. So I'll see you in the next video.